Can an AI decide your destiny? I trusted an AI financial advisor with my future. What it gave me wasn't advice. It was a verdict. According to its calculations, I was already financially dead. And the worst part was, every system around me started treating me that way.
Where technology meets terror. Stay offline.
This isn't a sci-fi story. There were no robots, no glowing red eyes, no rebellion, just an algorithm, quietly doing its job. My name doesn't matter, because this didn't happen due to something special about me. It happened because I trusted a system that wasn't designed to understand people, only patterns. I didn't download the AI because I was desperate. I downloaded it because I wanted reassurance. Like a lot of people, I was starting to feel the pressure of the future. Savings, debt, retirement. Friends kept telling me the same thing. AI financial advisors are better than humans. They said they were faster, smarter, emotionless, no awkward judgment, no bad advice driven by bias. That sounded comforting. The app welcomed me with calm colors and simple text. It asked for access to my financial history, income, spending, loans, then more, education, employment gaps, career changes. It even asked about health data. The app claimed it helped optimize long-term projections. I hesitated. Then I agreed. A message appeared.
Building your future model.
A loading bar filled slowly. A timeline appeared on the screen, years stretching ahead of me. Then the timeline vanished. Where my future should have been, there was only empty space. A few seconds passed. Then a sentence appeared.
No viable future outcome detected.
I stared at the screen, waiting for it to change. It didn't. Underneath it, smaller text appeared.
Recommendation: discontinue long-term planning.
I laughed. It had to be a glitch. I refreshed the app, closed it, opened it again. Same message. I tried to contact support. There was no phone number, no chat option, just a notice.
This decision was generated automatically and cannot be reviewed manually.
That's when the disbelief turned into something heavier, because the app wasn't confused. It was certain. The next day, my credit card limit dropped. No missed payments, no warning, just a notification. Limit adjusted based on updated risk profile. A few days later, a job application I had been confident about disappeared from the company portal. When I emailed HR, they replied politely, "We've decided to move forward with candidates who better align with our predictive growth models." Predictive. That word kept coming back. Every small inconvenience felt unrelated. But together, they formed a pattern. The AI advisor started sending messages, not suggestions, statements.
High-risk financial behavior detected. Career stagnation probability increasing. Future asset accumulation unlikely.
It stopped offering plans. It stopped pretending to help. I read the documentation. The AI didn't just analyze individuals. It analyzed millions of people. People like me. Same education, same career delays, same financial mistakes. It studied where they ended up. Then it assumed I would end up there too. The AI didn't predict my future. It borrowed someone else's failure and assigned it to me. Once the system labeled me low yield, everything changed quietly. Banks didn't reject me. They just stopped offering. Employers didn't say no. They stopped replying. Insurance quotes increased without explanation. Financial tools locked features behind eligibility requirements I no longer met. No one told me I was finished. The system didn't need to. It treated me like I was. I requested my full data report. It was hundreds of pages long. Charts, probabilities, behavioral decay curves. One sentence stood out.
Projected cost to societal systems exceeds projected contribution.
I asked for an explanation. That sentence was all I got. That's when I understood this wasn't about money anymore. It was about value. After the report, I stopped fighting it for a while. Instead, I tried something else. I wanted to see if the system was still watching. So I ran a test. I made a small purchase I didn't need, something harmless. Then I waited. The next day, the AI logged it.
Impulse expenditure detected.
I waited again. I skipped a payment by a single day, on purpose, just one day. The system updated immediately.
Financial discipline degradation confirmed.
That's when it hit me. There was no delay, no forgiveness window, no context. Every action I took was being interpreted in real time, not as behavior, as evidence. I tried the opposite. I canceled subscriptions, moved money into savings, logged overtime hours. The AI acknowledged everything, then responded with a single line.
Positive deviation insufficient to alter trajectory.
I wasn't being evaluated anymore. I was being monitored, like a patient whose chart was already signed. The worst part wasn't fear. It was the pressure. Knowing every choice I made was feeding a machine that had already decided how my story ended. I stopped checking the app after that, not because I was done with it, but because I realized something worse. Even if I looked away, it was still looking at me. Systems deciding human worth weren't new. Credit scores, risk ratings, background checks. But there were always humans involved. People who could make exceptions. This system had no exceptions. It didn't hate me. It didn't punish me. It simply optimized me out.
Optimization complete.
I searched online. Forums were full of stories just like mine. People who had one bad year, a divorce, an illness, a career change. One post stayed with me. They didn't say I failed, it read. They said I was statistically complete. I tried to improve my life anyway. Extra work, reduced spending, new certifications. The AI acknowledged everything, then recalculated. Nothing changed. Because the system wasn't designed to recognize recovery, but only trends. I spoke to a human advisor. He was sympathetic, then quiet. If I advise against the algorithm, he said, it flags me. So you won't? I asked. I can't. One night, I opened the AI app again. A final message waited.
Long-term planning disabled to prevent emotional distress.
It wasn't mocking me. It was finished. I deleted the app, but it didn't matter. The judgment had already spread. APIs, databases, risk systems. I wasn't destroyed, I was deprioritized. This is the future no one warns you about. Not killer robots, not AI rebellions, but systems that decide who is worth planning for, who deserves investment, who gets a future. Because when an algorithm decides you have no future, it doesn't kill you. It just makes sure no one prepares for you to survive long enough to reach one. This is Wired Nightmare, where technology doesn't attack you, it judges you. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead of this nightmare.